Check it out. I really love these metal light up replica Pokeballs. And I think that this desk vacuum slash air duster thing is one of the most practical, helpful, useful items in this room. If I got these for a friend or someone that I love, I know that they would appreciate it. It's that time of year again where YouTubers make gift guides right before Black Friday and the holiday season because it's a really good excuse to cram in a bunch of affiliate links into one video. Even better, this one happens to be sponsored. And I know that there's no way around the glaringly obvious without feeling a little disingenuous, so here's my idea. This video is sponsored by Secret Lab, a company that I genuinely enjoy and use daily. If this video wasn't sponsored by them, I would still be putting some of their stuff on the list. It's also a good time to buy from Secret Lab right now because they have a Black Friday sale going on, and I'm sure that they're gonna do more sales into the holiday season. But I also have a bunch of other things that I use all the time, or I think are just really cool, and I think would make legit awesome gifts for a gamer or someone who spends a lot of time at a desk. As usual with videos like this, links to everything that I mentioned will be in the description down below, and I'll be sure to make it clear if that link is an affiliate link or not. If you want to support the channel, I really appreciate it, but I want to feel like I'm tricking someone into making me money. I'll also include some honorable mentions in the comments, but what I think would be really helpful for people watching this video is that if you left a comment with something that you think would make a really good gift, like something that if someone bought it for you, you'd be really stoked. Obviously, like, don't put in some 4090 graphics card or something. Like, no one's buying that for a gift. Well, if someone's buying that for a gift, I want to know that person. But just post things that you think would be genuine, cool gifts if you received them. I think it would be really helpful for me, for these kinds of videos, and for anyone else who's watching who just wants more stuff to think about buying. It'd be cool. We'll start cheap and kind of work our way up. These gifts are quick and easy. They could be considered stocking stuffer type gifts, but things that someone would actually appreciate and use. They'll be less than $50 for now, so if it's an Amazon link, I'll just let you know ahead of time it's an affiliate link. If you're buying for someone with devices like a Nintendo Switch or a Steam Deck or some sort of portable device with a screen, then things like skins, wraps, and screen protectors are going to be super helpful. These gifts will run you around 20 bucks and kind of go up from there, so it's a nice entry point for a gift. Personally, I have a few D brand products on my Switch and on my Steam Deck, and they are super high quality. Even if they aren't using something with the screen, I'd still recommend D brand because they make other things like replacement pieces for the PlayStation 5s, like the outside cover, so it looks cooler and has better airflow, and those are even on sale right now for 40% off at the time of making this video. Just take a look at different styles and pick something that matches their setup. You know, go to their desk, see what colors they like to decorate with, and then get them something that matches. Or just go with something neutral so that you can't really go wrong. Something like a flat color or like a pattern on black or something like that. There's no affiliate link for D brand. I don't really actually even like them as a company. I think they're kind of obnoxious, but I think that they make really high quality products, so I'm willing to put that aside. On the subject of matching someone's setup, well, another gift in this price range of like $25 are graphic mouse pads. And I own a ton of mouse pads because they're relatively cheap, and when I want to change up the look of my desk, I can just swap it out easily. And what's nice about these is even if the person has some already, then it's not necessarily wasted because, like I said, it's nice to have options that you can kind of rotate through whatever you want to change things up. I've also gotten a bunch of these from the site OmniType. They're really good quality. There's no affiliate code there either. I've just been a long-time customer of theirs, so it feels right recommending them, but there's going to be a bunch from different brands. You just kind of cool graphic mouse pad, search that and you'll find a bunch. I think it'd be a really good gift. I personally have a bunch of them. If the person that you're gifting for owns a Secret Lab chair already, a useful gift in this price range would be some cleaning supplies. Secret Lab sells wipes and sprays for their different chair surfaces, and the wipes are for the leatherette chairs and the fabric foam is for the softweave chairs. These chairs are premium investments for your setup, so being able to take care of them properly is pretty important. If this is your price range, range and you're still not sure what to get, or maybe you just need something even cheaper, then you can't go wrong with getting something off of their Steam wishlist. I'll put up what the link to a Steam wishlist looks like, so you'll just replace my Steam name with their Steam name. If they don't use Steam, then just look at whatever store that they buy games from, or just get a gift card for that particular store. You really can't go wrong with getting someone a game that they themselves listed as wanting, so it's kind of an easy out, but I can't think of anyone who would not appreciate getting a game off of their wish list. All right, I'm realizing that I might have front-loaded this list quite a bit. I have a bunch of items that I recommend under 50 bucks, so let me just go through this a little bit faster. They're kind of random things that I myself use all the time and enjoy. The next one is something that I've been recommending for years. It's a Theracane. It's a self-massage tool that is a godsend for getting to sore spots on your back. It allows you to do some trigger point massage on yourself, and it's the best thing that you could buy for your back at this price point. There's a bunch of different versions out there, but this is the one that I always go with. It's good, but just feel free to get whatever looks like something that you like and fits in your price range. Now, it wouldn't be one of my videos without recommending some gaming energy powder. There are going to be tons of sales at the end of the year for Black Friday and for Christmas. If you don't know which one to get, then just look to see if the person you're buying from already has a brand and flavor that they like. You know, go look in their room. People love to stack them behind their computer or whatever. I don't really get that, but pretty helpful if you want to see which ones they like. If you want to know which one that I would recommend, then lucky for you, I recently put a ton of work into a website all about these drinks to include which brands and flavors I like the most, so check that out. There's a link to it right there. It's movie magic. If the person already has enough powder, then this gift is something that they would absolutely appreciate: a metal shaker cup. They almost certainly already have one that's just like the basic regular plastic shaker cups, and those are cool. I have a bunch of them, but a good metal shaker is just such a nice upgrade for someone who drinks powdered drinks often. It doesn't have to be energy drinks. Anything that honestly, I usually spend my time drinking water out of mine, just straight water. I just love it because it keeps it so cold for so long. If I put ice in there and go to bed, put it on the side of my bed, there's gonna be ice in there when I wake up. It's really cool. Another thing I like about them is that if you forget to wash them, they're not gonna retain like that nasty stink from being lazy, so that's cool as well. Also, if you drop it, it will dent, but it's not as prone to just flat out breaking. So they're awesome. My favorite brand for this is Ice Shaker, which actually is the company that makes the metal shakers for Advanced, which is one of my favorite brands for the powder. Now, I've also tried the G Fuel metal shaker as well, and the Ice Shaker Advanced ones are just so much better in every way that is practical. Visually, it's kind of hard to say no to a metal shaker with Gundam on the outside, if you couldn't tell. You know, I'm a big Gundam fan, but if you're looking for like the best quality shaker, then Ice Shaker is like hands down the way that you want to go, but just buy whatever brand that they like the most, I suppose. The last gift that I'm going to recommend in the $50 and under price range is kind of a weird one, but just hear me out. A USB vacuum / compressed air duster. This thing gets so much use at my desk. Compressed air cans are expensive, and when you consider how quick that they go empty, it just doesn't seem worth it. The one that I have is a combo with a vacuum too, so it helps me keep my desk clean and my shelves and everything, but also when I clean my PC, being able to use compressed air is super helpful, and I love it. It's super helpful. It's charged by USB, so I don't have to burn through batteries, and I just can't stress enough how much I like having this nearby. I also use it a lot when I build Gunpla, but that's another, listen, there's no Gunpla on this list. As much as I love it, I know, it's not everybody's thing, but it's helpful for that too. Now, the next item is not practical in any way, and it's not gonna make any aspect of gaming better, but it's just really freaking cool. The Wand Company is this company that makes replicas on different things, the Wand Company, they make Harry Potter wands, but I don't care about that. What I care about is the Pokeball replica things that they make. They are not cheap plastic replicas either. They're made of metal. They have lights. They have a box to display them in. And they make a bunch of different ones with the different types of Pokeballs. If you have a Pokemon fan in your life, there is no way that they won't think that these are just sick. I mean, they even have touch-sensitive lights. Now, they're sold on various websites, and I think you'd be fine just buying them from any. I think they even sell them on Amazon, but I've personally gotten all of mine from a site called Big Bad Toy Store. I also buy like models and figures and stuff on there. They even have a sale going on right now, so it's a good time to grab them. No affiliate link. It's just cool. I just like them. This price range is also a good sweet spot if you want to explore some of the cheaper Secret Lab accessories. If the person that you're buying a gift for already has one of the newer Secret Lab chairs, the newer ones, then you should check out the interchangeable armrests. The armrests just kind of pop off with magnets. I'm using one right now. They pop off with magnets, and then you can replace them with some of the replacement options. So they have one with a gel top. They have one that's kind of like felt it's softer than the stock one. There's a bunch of different options. They're cool, and I'm sure that anyone with a Secret Lab chair would actually really appreciate something like that. Now, we're gonna leave the sub 100 price point, and we're gonna venture into gifts that say like, I really like you. These are I really like you gifts. I'm gonna recommend something I recently picked up for myself, and it is a Hyper controller. Hyper makes premium controllers for gaming consoles, and I had a fully custom PS5 controller made. This thing is so sick. Now, the fully custom ones are pricey. They are not in the price range that I'm talking about right now, but they do have some stock kind of pre-made ones that are around $150 and would be a definite upgrade over the stock controllers. And if you don't know why, it's because they also offer controllers with buttons on the back. They have now Hall effect thumbsticks so that they're not gonna develop drift as easily. And then when you're really getting into customizing them, you can get different switches for the triggers. You can customize the tension on the thumbsticks, the colors, I mean, all sorts of stuff. Every bit of this controller can be customized, which is really awesome. It's crazy, but I've been using mine for a while now, and I love it. I got it because I was playing a lot of Dark Souls, and I was getting tired of doing, Dark Souls claw grip, and I wanted some buttons on the back, and it's been amazing. In the 100 to 200 price range, you're also going to have these more expensive Secret Lab accessories, such as the chair skins and their new footrests. The skins are super cool because you can just throw one on and your chair looks completely different. In fact, this is a black chair normally, but it's using one of the white skins. I wouldn't actually recommend getting white. It looks really nice at first, but I don't know if I'm just dirty or what, but it doesn't stay very white for very long. I should probably wash it. I'm not gonna put some sort of B-roll of that. You just use your imagination. I'm not gonna out myself like that more than I already have. It's white, okay? Give me a break. Anyway, the chair looks completely different when you put it on, and they have a bunch of really cool options. I like them because maybe I don't want a chair that has some crazy design on it all the time, but I do think it's cool, so I can put it on, take it off if I want to. It also serves to protect the chair. I've had one on this chair for months, and sometimes I kind of forget that it's on there because it fits the chair so well. These are made for these chairs, so it's not like a chair cover that's gonna look baggy and messy all the time. But again, just don't get white. Now, the footrest is crazy. It's a new product by Secret Lab, and I'm not gonna go too deep on it right now because I think it kind of deserves its own video review, and if that's something that you want to see and you're interested in, then let me know in the comments, subscribe, do all the stuff. I'm tired of saying it. But this thing is so over-engineered and so just extra. It's metal. It has magnetic interchangeable surfaces, and I saw on their website that they're coming out with one that's got like a foot warmer that you can slap on there. It has a locking mechanism, or you can unlock it and use this like smooth tilt function. It's crazy nice, and it makes sense that it's so nice considering the price point. It's expensive. It's like most expensive footrests I've ever seen, but it's also the nicest footrest I've ever seen. Now, aside from just how nice it is, what I actually really like the most about it is that it's an actual functional tool that improves the ergonomics of your desk by allowing you to get your legs where they need to be without sacrificing the height setting of your chair. I've done full videos that you can check out about how to set up your desk and your chair ergonomically and the play between those two things so that you can get your shoulders where they need to be. I think it's more important to get your shoulders where they need to be and then make up for any potential discrepancies with your legs. So if your shoulders are where they need to be, but you find that your legs are still kind of hanging or not at the right angle, something like this can make all the difference in the world towards comfort and ergonomics. So it's really cool. I'm definitely gonna do another video all about it because it's interesting enough to just talk about on its own. But for now, I'm gonna move on. All right, so I have a few more suggestions, but fair warning that these are the big time gifts. These are like gifts for people that have changed your life somehow. This is something that you're gonna get for your spouse or for your mom or somebody really important because they're expensive. The MetaQuest 3. I love it. I had the MetaQuest 2 and I loved that a bunch. And this new one, I wasn't sure if it was going to be a big enough improvement to justify upgrading. And let me tell you, it is such an improvement in like every way. I should probably do a full video on this as well, but just for this video's sake, the screen resolution is noticeably improved. The full color pass-through camera is amazing. The tracking is better. The weight of it is lighter. The comfort on my actual head is better. There's new applications that I really like. All of it is better. I will say that I really hate Meta making them more expensive. They made the other one more expensive. This one is also pricier than the other one used to be. It used to be that it was like a no-brainer price. Like it was so cheap that it just made sense to get it if you could afford it. Now I still recommend it. It's just not as easy to recommend for me because they're kind of expensive. I still think that they're well worth it though. They have two different size storage size options. And honestly, the smaller one is gonna be fine for most people. I have the larger one and it's nice to have that extra space, but if it's not something that you're doing all the time, just get the smaller one. It's cheaper. It's not smaller physically, smaller storage-wise, storagely. Now, what I love about them though is that they have more uses than just gaming. These VR devices are just so cool to give to someone who doesn't normally game because it kind of turns them into a gamer on accident. So if you're a sports fan, watching a game in these is wild. If you want to learn piano, there's a Piano Vision app and it is so cool. I could do an entire video on them and I probably should, but bottom line, they're cool. You should get one. For yourself, for someone else, whatever. Now, we've been dancing around the next two items for like the entire video, and that is the Secret Lab chair line and their desk line. Their chairs are my favorite chairs that I have used, and I have used a lot of chairs, like a lot of chairs. Like, I'm gonna put a video of this closet over here and you're gonna see I have a ton of chairs. I have 2 Herman Miller chairs, and for various reasons that I'll probably talk about in a different video, this Secret Lab chair is one that I use daily. They have some awesome adjustable lumbar support. The armrests have more adjustability than my Herman Miller chairs. The quality is on another level when you compare it to other gaming chairs that I own, and they have a ton of styles. They make them in 3 different sizes to suit everybody. They're awesome chairs. If you're not looking for a chair, then you might want to consider the desk line. I recently did a video on my Magnus Pro standing desk, and that's after a year of using it. I still haven't had any issues. I'm still absolutely loving it. What I'm trying to say is that I have a bunch of options for desk or chairs. There's like 2 desks back there, 9 chairs in this closet, and nobody pays me to use any of these. I get affiliate links for multiple different companies, including Secret Lab, but nobody says, hey Franco, here's a sponsorship, I'm paying you, you can only use this chair. So I have options, and even though I have options, including this Herman Miller chair, the Secret Lab chairs is just the ones that I use because I like them that much. Okay, bye. We didn't scream. We didn't scream.